I'm telling y'all, bro, it's just a matter of time before he is a commander.
How I feel? Blessed. What I want?
Get back slow. I love the way she rock it. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's no beginner. She's confident. I love the way she move it.
YouTube, what's going on? It's your man Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video. So news breaks out again about Brandon Aiyuk and Jaden Daniels. Now y'all know this has been a story all summer long because they're constantly spotted with each other. Adam Peters is the former assistant GM of the 49ers. Brandon Aiyuk is currently a 49er, and they are trying to get a contract extension, both parties. And it's seeming day and day like that's not going to happen with each other, but again, you never know. So it's a whole story. And I told y'all, every time I make a video on this topic, he's going to become a commander. I am firmly believing in that. Is it going to happen this year? No. It's free agency is when it's going to happen. And in my opinion, this makes my point that much more clear. Not that it takes a lot to guess what I'm guessing about him becoming a commander, because it's very in our face and very easy that they want that to happen. But the move today that we just found out makes it more obvious to me. So what am I talking about? During free agency, the Washington Commanders, or not during free agency actually, just throughout this offseason, at some point during this offseason, the Washington Commanders reached out to the San Francisco 49ers in talks of about a trade. And then the Washington Commanders decided not to pursue Brandon Aiyuk in the trade no more. My thought is because the 49ers probably were asking for something outrageous, like a first-round pick, maybe multiple first-round picks, or a first-round, second-round pick, or maybe Jonathan Allen or somebody crazy. Again, Jonathan Allen, in my opinion, could be involved in a trade, so that's not crazy to me. However, to this front office, that may be crazy because of defensive-minded head coach. They think they can get the best out of these guys, and again, Jonathan Allen is one of our better players. So they're probably like, yeah, we're not willing to give up that on top of also a pick or two, because I'm pretty sure they weren't just going to take Jonathan Allen for Brandon Aiyuk straight up. So I feel like Washington is interested. It's obvious they want him here. The connections is obvious. Jaden Daniels, Brandon Aiyuk, Adam Peters. Like, it's clear to me. But they felt like that it wasn't worth trading, especially with the draft that we just turned in. It probably would have been possible if we traded for Brandon Aiyuk. Also, still having to pay him this upcoming season. You decide to do this, and this is the smarter route. You allow him to play this year out on that franchise tag or whatever they may do, and then you pay him in free agency next year, whatever he wants. Instead of having to trade for him, give up trade cap, but then still having to pay for him, that's doing too much. Just let him play out the year with the 49ers. Let him have the craziest good year and pay him whatever he wants. A lot of people saying, Juan, well, he's going to want $30+ million a year. Well, duh. That's how the market is. The market is going up each and every year. There are wide receivers getting paid more than some wide receivers should. And some wide receivers that are not better than other wide receivers are making more than them. That's just how the market is. So if you don't think Brandon Aiyuk is a $30 million wide receiver, that's cool. That's understandable if you feel that way. But that's just not how this society works anymore. Every single year, it's going to fluctuate. So $30 million a year for Brandon Aiyuk, okay, pay it. You're getting a game changer. You're getting a guy that's absolutely a beast. Compare it with Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dawson. That's 3 threats for Jaden Daniels. Not to mention, again, they're best friends. They go way back. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be amazing and boost the morale between this team. And we ain't gonna fake like Brandon Aiyuk ain't like that. Some people can argue he's probably their wide receiver one, better than Deebo Samuel as far as a pure wide receiver. Now, obviously, Deebo Samuel is a much more threat when it comes to receiving, running back ability, whatever. All around, he's much more of a threat. But if we're talking pure wide receiver, he's their best receiver. So we ain't gonna fake like he's just a bum. You just probably don't want to pay him $30 million, but you got to understand that $30 million in a couple years from now going to look like light money, because there's going to be some wide receivers that's going to end up having to pay $40 million a year, $35, because that's just how the market works. So I'm all for it. I think it's obvious. This is per Adam Schefter, by the way, too. I'm not making this up. Adam Schefter broke this news and said that Washington reached out to trade talks for the 49ers this past offseason. And then today, during Brandon Aiyuk's meeting with the 49ers, who did he have with him? Jaden Daniels. They're always together. I think they just took a picture together at Tyson's Corner Mall. Like, they're always locked in. And again, this could just be And any other time, you could be like, oh, this is just best friends, man, best friends, right? Like, if this was Jaden Daniels and let's just say Micah Parsons for an example, because you know what I'm saying, even though they're rivals on the field, in this day and age, everybody's friends, buddy, buddy. If that was the case, you would be like, you know what I'm saying, nah, he ain't leaving Dallas. You could maybe try to make a connection because Dan Quinn, but you probably like, nah, he ain't leaving Dallas. They gonna pay him. He's too big of a player. He's their franchise guy for real. Their best player on their team. They're not letting him go. And Brandon Aiyuk's way though, he's a receiver. They're best friends. They just drafted a new first round receiver. They just paid Jawan Jennings. So it's kind of like they're extending guys around me and adding more to my position group and not worrying about me pretty much. I can go. They offered me 26, 27 million. I didn't want to take it. Okay, cool. I feel like I want more. All right, I know there's a team out there that's going to be willing to pay me more. Hello to Washington. I'm telling y'all, bro. It's just a matter of time, fool. It's not this year. I don't think it's going to be this year, but free agency next year, BA is going to be a commander. I genuinely believe that. But that's all I got for y'all today, man, and in this video. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. Today, we found out that Washington, in fact, tried to reach out to Brandon Aiyuk. They decided not to pull the trigger, I think, which is smart because you don't want to give up draft capital because you wouldn't have potentially got the draft that you got into this year if you would have gave up for BA. So just worry about having to only pay him a boatload of money next year. The salary cap constantly raises. The money is constantly coming in for the team, so we ain't got to worry about the money. The money's always going to be here. All right, we ain't got Dan Snyder no more. We got Josh Hurst, who isn't afraid to spend money. All right, so let me try to think about this down below in the comment section. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hills for Washington Commanders. Y'all stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.